Okay, we're joined now by Hawai'i coach Eran Ganot and student athletes Bernardo de Silva and Justin McKoy. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions. We ask media to please raise your hand and identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question. If you're joining on Zoom, please click on the reactions button to use the raise hand feature to ask a question. Coach, if you would please start us off with your opening comments following today's game.
It's a great win. I thought that was kind of a microcosm of a year, that game. We dealt with adversity all year. We dealt with adversity in the game. You know, Harry had a great first half and went out. He stepped up. We had to step up for him. And, you know, I know it's cliche, the next man, every man has been really powerful for us in these last 13 games. Hopefully we keep it going, and different guys stepping up. And credit them. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game. We have a lot of respect for Northridge, their staff, their head coach has done an awesome job. And they can come back quick. You know, even I've asked, I think at halftime, about how to defend the paint with them. It's easier said than done because they can really put the pressure on you in transition. They get on the offensive boards, they get to the line, and they can score off turnovers. We did a good job overall taking care of the ball, but we had some adversity through the game with, and we hung in there. And when they made their run, we tried to limit it and stayed poised, and that's a credit to our group, our seniors. I thought we had our best defense late.
Questions in the room?
If it's for Bernardo and Justin, first of all, Bernardo, you played the last, 4 or 5 minutes with 4 fouls, but yet were able to defend the post. And also, for you, Justin, it looked like you had a tough cover, trying to guard Deshaun. What was that like for both of you?
I feel like I just picked up a few silly fouls early, and that kind of, it's kind of hard to play when you have like 4 fouls, but I feel like I just try my best to just stay disciplined, like the coaches kept on telling me to stay disciplined and just try to be vertical as much as I could. And that's what I was like trying to do, like when I knew I had a lot of fouls. So I was just trying to be vertical and be more disciplined.
Yeah, I would say Allen Ikens is a great player. He's shown it in every game, He averages a lot of points and helped that team a lot, and they're a good team. But like I said, I think we let him get rolling with some easy ones early, and part of that is just, all of us playing harder, me knowing how to defend the scout. But yeah, I think he had 22 with about 12 left to go, and then he didn't have any more. And that was just a testament of like coaches lighting the fire in me, telling me, "Can you guard him? Can you handle this assignment?" And I said, "Yeah." And my teammates helped me out, and we were able to get him covered.
Coach Gabriel Doherty, Daily Sundial. You guys lost the first matchup to the Matadors and the season finale for CISA, and you ended up sneaking by with a 2-point victory. Coach, talk about what it was like. What did you have to learn from that first matchup and you applied to the following matchups?
You heard me say it over the years, like you grow from pain, and experiences, good or bad, can help you if you use it right. So, we were in a tight game with them at their place. We had a lead early, they came back. All the games were kind of like that. We had a double-digit lead at our place, and they came, cut it to 2, had a chance to win it. Like I said, that's a credit to them. I think the big thing with each game has been, our transition defense was better, our turnovers were down, and then obviously it's funny for me to say that, and then they had back-to-back layups with 2 minutes to go. That's how potent they can be. But I think overall we've evolved over the course of the year. Our player movement, ball movement has been considerably better. We defended the 3 again tonight. We did a good job. They're really potent on the offensive board. So I just think those experiences have built, like losing close games early, winning close games late, losing overtime games, winning overtimes late. Sometimes you got to go through it, sometimes you got to grow from pain. But this group stayed together through all that.
Wes Nakama, Warrior Insider. Looked like Harry took a hard fall, came up a little groggy. What can you say about the specifics of his injury and his status for tomorrow?
Well, first I want to say how incredible he's been. He's been battling this whole year, and he had probably one of his better weeks last week, and he played it into today. He had his incredible first half under the circumstances, and we were smart about it. We'll get more information. I don't have any information now, but we'll get it and provide it and kind of go from there. It was good to be able to get it done without him and step up for him while we figure out his situation.
This is for Justin. When you look at getting a bye, obviously you want it, but when you start the game and you got to kind of get yourself out of the mud, see someone in a little run in the beginning, how big was that? Because you guys have been off for a little bit, to prove to yourselves that, okay, we can go through phases like that and get through it.
Yeah, I think it's just a testament of our growth as a team. I thought early on in the year, when we were struggling, teams went on runs and we didn't respond and stop the bleeding early enough. And I think that now we're at that point where we're so mature and we're so late in the year that we know cut the bleeding, go on our own run and respond. And I thought we've been doing a great job of that as of late. And I thought we did it today. Like I said, Harry was great off the bench for us. He gave us a huge lift. Bernardo's been great all year. Like you said, 4 fouls, and he was able to stay in the game and just defend. I think defense was huge for us, especially in the paint.
So I know you guys did a great job on Deshaun in the last actually 15 minutes. He had 18 in the first 25 and only 4 the rest of the way. But like you said, Coach, you got Bostic, you got Jones, and they were scoring in transition. You know, incredible shot making. I know you had to call timeout at one point. So what was the challenge there as far as doing a good job on Akins, but then you got to worry about Bostic and Jones?
That's where it's hard. I mean, I think over the years we've done a good job point of attack, and with some teams that have multiple points of attack, it's more difficult. And so mixing it up a little bit, you saw us zone a little bit, challenging guys. I mean, I think the biggest thing was a credit to Justin. 2 things that stood out in the game. You know, he got going early. He's a hell of a player. Sometimes I'll say something like, can you guard him just to see the response? And not surprisingly, he's always wanted to guard those guys. So that's a testament to him. Even early in the game, we missed some good looks. We were talking about not overreacting to missing good looks. That can happen to teams. You miss a good look and you start to panic. Just continue to play right, continue to get good shots, and go from there.
Coach, and this is for all 3 of you, whoever wants to jump in. I thought McClanahan and Beatty both played really big roles for you guys in terms of doing a lot of the little things. And, you know, I know Beatty got the start today. If any of the 3 of you can chime in. Obviously, Coach, I know you've been with Jovan for, I think, going on 4 years now.
Yep. You guys want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, Javon and Tom are great players, and we know how important they are for us. And I feel like Javon was really good tonight. He had 7 assists and only 1 turnover, and I feel like he's able to, you know, kind of control the game for us and kind of like change the pace at times. I feel like tonight he was great for us, and he's just, you know, like he's a hard worker, and I feel like he showed today. And as far as Tom, I mean, we be saying like he don't play like a freshman, and he just goes out there and, you know, make plays and puts himself out there. So I feel like those 2 guys are really important for us, and we're aware of that. So thank you.
I would like to say that Javon was amazing for us. I thought he had a lot of timely buckets as well. I mean, you talk about 7 assists, one turnover, but I mean, I remember a couple of those layups were timely ones where I'm like, we need a bucket, and he was able to get down there and get a good shot for us. And then like B said, Tom's a phenomenal player. Doesn't play like a freshman. He's huge. He's going to be great for us moving forward.
I think Tom's fearless. You know, he's had a lot of international competition as a youngster, and he's been playing in big games early in his freshman career, which will really help him. He's got a bright future. And these guys like Javon, I know you asked me about Javon. It's great when you can, your whole culture is about all guys, your older guys show the way, and the younger guys become the older guys, and they do the same and pay it forward. And, you know, Javon's been with us for 4 years, and Noel, 4 years. You know, what a luxury it is when Javon or Juan can be, you know, limited or foul trouble or hurt, and you can go with either or both. And Javon missed 4 or 5 games, and, you know, working his way back to find the rhythm. It's not easy for anybody, especially late in the year, but he's done a hell of a job with it.
Coach, you always talk about you get to earn your shots. Did Juan earn the right to shoot 24-footers today?
If you've been around Juan shooting, he's earned. We might give him a 27-footer. Is that? No, he's a clutch player. He honestly, the deep shot doesn't faze him. I'm sure he'd like some of those back. But I think one of the other things is to be a great shooter, you got to have a combination of work, which he does, technique, which he has, and confidence. And he's got all 3. So you want to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence.
Coach, this is for you, but then if the guys can answer as well. You always talk about these games, these high-pressure games are a privilege. You got to earn them. And so how much does embracing that help you guys in this tournament when tomorrow's not promised?
Well, we talked about going in, like earlier in this press conference, battle-tested. You know, we've been in so many close games now with this group and overtime games, and We played in a neutral tournament. We play in the Diamond Head. We're used to quick turnarounds. So you want the mentality to be able to use that confidence. So, I think the reward for winning big games is playing in bigger games. And I'll also say that because of the situation we put ourselves in early, it's been somewhat of a blessing in disguise. Believe me, I don't want to start off 2-6 every year, but we've had to play what seems like 13 championship games after that to put us in position. And so our guys have been through a lot just this year.
So yeah, you guys have talked about embracing the challenge. You got another big one tomorrow. I know, Pepper and TY had a huge game against you guys a couple of weeks ago. Do you look forward to that challenge and get another shot at those guys?
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I thought their senior night, I thought I started out the game kind of sloppy. We got off to a rough start and spotted them about 8 or 10 points or something like that. We're a way better team than that now. Like Coach said, we've improved in the last week since playing CSUN when we played them again today, and we've improved so much since we've played Davis at their place. And so we're gonna embrace the challenge. We know they have two really good players that scored a lot of points. I think they're all conference players, and so that's and player of the year. So we're gonna accept the challenge and we're fearless.
I feel like games like that are like what we dream about. We're playing two, great players. Not only the two great players, but a great team. And I feel like, kind of like Justin said, we started off poorly against them at their home court, and I feel like, it's an opportunity for us to show how much we've gotten better since we played them. And we're just really excited. It's a big game. It's win or go home for the both teams. And we just can't wait to play them. And I feel like it's going to be a really fun game.
Coach Gaz, we appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Sure, that's all right. No, I just want to, any opportunity I can, thank our fans, thank our band, thank our cheerleaders, thank our administration. We're obviously going back and forth, flying a long way, so it's really nice when you can leave home and feel like you're at home and see familiar faces and people going out of their way to support us. I also want to thank, we've been here several years, and as on behalf of our program, our players, their families, everybody, how often people have talked about us included, how first class an event this is. Great venue, first class, and that's what this conference deserves, so we appreciate that.
Thank you.